Welcome back to my channel, everyone. Well, today's going to be a little different. In preparation for an upcoming kayak fishing tournament, I'm going to practice by fishing the docks here at Dana Point. With me today are Quan and Kevin. They'll be actually fishing outside of the harbor using live bait. So here I've just cast out a lure, so I'll be trolling on our way up to the bait barge. I decided to follow Quan out to the bait barge. You can see that he built his own live well, and today he's testing it out. You can see it's already loaded with live sardines and seems to be holding up pretty well. This is a great idea because a brand new Hobie live well costs over 300 bucks, and he saved a lot of money building this thing. Well, I work my way back inside the harbor and I find an empty boat slip. You'll see here I'm about to cast right into it. Now you'll see where it lands. Right at the very edge of the slip where I wanted it. The difference between this rig and the other rigs I've been using is I'm, if you notice, using a spinning reel. I re-spooled it with 8-pound test. And the cool thing about this is with these lighter weight hookup baits, I'm using a 1/4 ounce. You can cast a lot further with this setup along with the control. So this is a perfect rod and reel combo for using hookup baits when you're fishing inside the harbor like this. You'll notice the technique I'm using. It's a really slow retrieve, and you'll see that I tease the line as I bring it up to give the hookup bait some action. Now in this particular spot I had received a number of short bites, and so I was really paying attention to the edge of the slip, and you'll see here that I actually hook into a fish. Unfortunately, it was not the target fish I was seeking. This here is a jack smelt, but look at the size of this guy. You'll see that he bit into a red crab. I forgot to mention that earlier. That was the color I was using this morning, red crab. And they seem to like it. It turns out that was the only fish of the morning. So here I am making my approach to Baby Beach. You know, the day never really warmed up. It started off in the low 40s, and by this time of day it was still barely above 50, and with the wind blowing it felt much colder, but that is fishing for you. You'll see in the background there Linda. She recently took up kayak fishing, so she's always interested in seeing how everyone did for the day. Actually, I was the first one back. Quan and Kevin were still out. They went 2 miles out past the harbor into the deeper waters. Quan actually caught his personal best 19.5-inch sand bass, so yeah, I should have followed those guys. Well, thanks you guys for watching, and if you haven't done so, please subscribe and like this video.